If you're looking for employer's liability insurance, watch this informative video. It explains what employer's liability insurance is and what it covers. What is employer's liability insurance? Employer's liability insurance is an insurance policy that handles claims from workers who have suffered a job-related injury or illness not covered by workers' compensation. Employer's liability coverage is typically purchased along with workers' compensation. In fact, employer's liability insurance is often called Part 2 of a workers' compensation policy. Part 1 of the policy is the actual workers' comp, which pays for medical or death expenses and partial lost wages from work-related injuries and illnesses. Part 2 would be the employer's liability coverage, protecting the business from claims for additional damages and compensation. What does employer's liability insurance cover? Employer's liability typically covers third-party lawsuits filed by another entity distantly involved in the workplace incident. An employee may be injured by a piece of equipment on the job, for example, and sue the equipment manufacturer, who then files suit against the employer. Loss of consortium lawsuits, filed by family members of a deceased or disabled employee seeking compensation for the loss of the relative of their income. Consequential bodily injury lawsuits, filed by a non-employee who suffers physical damage as a result of an employee's injury, such as a spouse who develops health problems from taking care of the injured worker. Dual capacity lawsuits, when an employee sues their employer both as an employer and as something else, the maker of a product, provider of a service, landlord, etc. One example, a piece of a ceiling in the workplace falls and hits a worker, and they file suit against their company in its dual capacity as employer and as the premises owner. How much does employer's liability insurance cost? The cost varies based on several factors, including your payroll cost and employee classifications. To get an exact number, call the employer's liability insurance quote line at 855-767-7828 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time to start your free quote, or simply click on the link below.